New video tonight that shows police putting a carjacking suspect into handcuffs and into an ambulance. He and an accomplice were arrested today after a chase. WBZ's Beth Germano is live for us in Dracut tonight. And Beth, I know you spoke with witnesses who saw that chase come to an end.
And they call it surreal to see what was happening right in front of them. Police in pursuit of two armed carjacking suspects that actually began Tuesday night in Haverhill and ended right here on Route 110 in Dracut this morning, with one of the suspects allegedly trying to carjack yet another victim. 35-year-old Nathan Sabin being put into the back of an ambulance after a dramatic showdown with police on Route 110 in Dracut. His girlfriend, 40-year-old Jessica Tyrone, also cuffed and in custody.
We heard a bunch of sirens. They came from that direction.
Dozens of police after the pair. They were wanted for two carjackings in the last 36 hours. When state police spotted them this morning in Lawrence and followed them 7 miles to Dracut, they were in a stolen black Subaru. Sabin allegedly armed with a rifle. All unfolding before two men installing gutters nearby.
Black car with the tires are blowing out on it, and I don't know whether that's why he stopped or he stopped just because he was just being basically consumed by all the cop cars.
Cell phone video shows Sabin on the side of Route 110 ditching the car and walking with police close behind and allegedly attempting another carjacking to get away.
He got out of the car and he started taking off on foot, and he kept going, he wouldn't stop, and then he approached another vehicle that was coming the opposite direction and tried to get into that car.
He tried to carjack a poor older gentleman, and then from there he started to just book it down that way. He believed he was holding his gun to his head, and then the police sort of ran after him.
That's when they tackled Sabin and finally got him into custody, the carjacked victim visibly shaken.
He was very traumatized afterwards. I actually went up to him afterwards and I told him that I was sorry that he had to go through that.
Police say the Subaru Sabin was in was carjacked at gunpoint from an elderly man in Alton, New Hampshire yesterday morning. Hours before that, a young woman carjacked in Salem, New Hampshire. Police had first spotted Sabin in Haverhill Tuesday night, knowing he was wanted in an unrelated narcotics case. Witnesses relieved to see the chaos come to an end.
You don't need people like that running around, so I'm just really, like I said, very grateful for the way the police force handled it. They were very professional about it, kept everybody calm and safe.
Now, the two were taken to the hospital at their request for undisclosed reasons after their arrest. Jessica Tyrone will remain in the hospital overnight, while Nathan Sabin will be booked at the Andover State Police Barracks on numerous charges and arraigned tomorrow. Reporting live from Dracut, I'm Beth Germano, WBZ News.
All right.